Let's talk to the author of that UNICEF report. Nicholas Rees joins me from New York. Nicholas, welcome to our program.
Thank you.
300 million kids, about 1 in 7 worldwide, are breathing highly toxic, dangerous air. Why are we seeing this? Is the pollution problem getting better or worse?
Well, it's definitely getting worse in certain parts of the world. It is also getting better in certain parts of the world. The thing here is that what we're seeing is that some of the poorest children around the world are most vulnerable to it. We're seeing incredibly high numbers of kids exposed to levels of air pollution that are absolutely horrendous, six times international limits. The numbers are absolutely staggering, and I think the thing here is that it's a lot of the poorest children in the world that are most affected.
Which is absolutely heartbreaking. And explain to us, talk to us about why children are at a higher health risk from air pollution than adults, both indoor and outdoor air pollution.
Well, children's bodies are still growing, their lungs are still developing, their brains are still developing, and so exposure to these such toxic chemicals at such a young age in particular can have lifelong implications. It can affect lung growth. It can affect the lung capacity later in life. New research is even pointing to the impact that air pollution has on cognitive development. And so as I said before, it's not only the poorest children that are highly exposed, but the air pollution can exacerbate the inequities that they already face. It can prevent children going to school. This all can affect long-term productivity and wellness into the future.
Nicholas, the United States and China forged a historic partnership to take the lead in combating climate change. They achieved the historic Paris Agreement, more than 170 nations signed on. So looking ahead, do you believe this problem, with these types of agreements, things are going to get better?
I mean, I think that this is definitely huge steps forward, and I think that the more ambitious we are at how we were at COP21 and how hopefully we can be at COP22, the more ambitious, the more likely this will have positive effects for children. I think the key thing here is that reductions in fossil fuel emissions will go not only a long way towards preventing the worst impacts of climate change, also which has a huge impact on the world's children as they will inherit the earth that we leave them, but also will matter for their health today. And so, you know, I think a lot of what's happening in these agreements, and we're talking about very long time horizons, but I think one of the key messages here is that some of it matter right now. And with air pollution in particular, reductions in fossil fuels can impact children today. And
very quickly, what do you want to see come out from the climate change conference in Morocco next month?
I think that the conference will talk about implementation and action, and I think that, again, as I was saying, action around reducing fossil fuels and being as ambitious as possible, investments in renewable energy, clean transport in cities, all of that has a large impact in reducing air pollution that children in urban centers have to deal with. And so the more ambitious we are with our investments in green energy and sustainable options will make a big difference for children's health.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Nicholas Rees, thank you so much.
Thank you.